So I cruise, slide through the dance floor. I never seen a club so hyped before. Get on the mic and get raw. Back to back, punch the front door to door. Everybody dance to the new sound, rock and roll, soul to soul. I bring it on down from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. I got 'em. People everywhere, they jump, they sing, they hear, they shake, they damn me, yeah, oh yeah. So loosen your body and let me take control. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. 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 We're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna roll the soul. We're gonna make you groove. Everybody move. Everybody move it. Whether you're in the club or dance or rap or acid, come on, get with it. That's it. Throw your hands in the air, scream, go, go, go. Rock and roll, we're growing, flowing, yo. It will develop into a new form. Break the norm, get warm and then swarm. Come back again, tear it up and transform. From B.B. King to Bo Diddley. And Sullivan was on the TV screen to be seen with the Beatles and the Jackson 5. The Who, the Doors, the Rolling Stones, and even I dibble the bit to get with, helping to prove that it's legit. Your parents dissed it back in the days, the same way they diss rap. Are you amazed? So DJs, let's rock and roll. Candy store, so get up, get out your seat and arise. Everybody, everybody up and get live. The CNC Music Factory is mastery and full of jams that has to be pumped till your ears get sore. Live from Brooklyn out to the California seashore. We came to rock and roll, to get on down, to something funky with soul. Robin Day seduced it and I juiced it, spruced it, mass produced it and you proofed it. Party people if you're having a good time and singing along with my rhyme. This goes out to the young and to the old. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead, baby. Everybody
defy gravity, bring about a sense of personality. So as I walk, I look around, see some go up, some go down. There goes the man, his nose is brown. Guess how he gets to wear his crown, but his hands are shaking, the walls are breaking. One day they will all fall down. Sometimes it's better that way, making space for some better day. We're on the ground floor, got lost no time. Slip to the basement and you're burn. First floor when you start a fall, out the bed close, answer the door. On the second I think positive way to our third floor when you start a fall. Tell me now where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna go? So tell me baby, kinda shaking, we ain't been so friendly lately. Things sometimes turn out that way, and that is all that you've gotta say. Well that's okay, cause time can soothe, like a dentist pulls out a tooth. As each new day will bring a new face, how can I make my rhyme go someplace? First of all, she asked for more. I said sure, I don't mind at all. The water's deep but I'm walking tall. It don't matter if you're rich or poor, ain't here to score, just raise the floor. Maximum bars what I'm aiming for. I do my war, that's back to the wall. Just returning my native core, and that's the way that we're getting by. Always keeping you on the wire, taking you high, call me a lie. What you want cause you're feeling inspired. Aren't we going to jerk you all through? There's no way you'll stop my breakthrough. Two ways to do it, get in and get out. Elevate yourself, don't hang on back. So wherever lies you'll line it to. Wherever you are, we're gaining altitude. In all directions we're starting to climb. So come on girl, elevate my mind. Elevate my mind. Gotta reach out. So elevate me, generate me. If you think you got the energy, cause now I know what makes you tick. So don't give me no service or your lip. I know this trip is real legit, so beam on up to the mothership. In some ways I will spell it out to you. What is the place that I'm taking? You're stimulating your stimulations. Full power on all occasions. Some rhymes won't go that far. This one reached to the project star. On the ground floor, got lost to learn. Slip to the basement and you'll burn. First floor and you start a fall. Out the bedclothes and to the door. On the second you comprehend. Positive waves are what you say. Third floor and you start to know exactly where you wanna go. Cause we're rising high, and you all know why. Just say to yourself, elevate my mind. Cause we're rising high, and you all know why. Just say to yourself, elevate my mind. Elevate my mind. Yeah. Reach out.
blues with nothing in my life but Bad news, rent always due, the bills kept stacking. One wrong remark and my lady was packing. Heard things of mine in the diamond ring every day. It was the same old thing, go to work late with nickels and dimes. Me and the crew just talked about and how life's a shame. Then I realized we're all created the same. If one man can climb to the top of the hill, then so can I. And I ain't standing still. When the world keeps turning, the sun will rise. And the hard times can't choke the wise. Snooze in this life, you lose. So I don't waste my time on singing the blues. Make the best of these times. Make the best of these times. Let me tell you about a kid 10 years of age. Used to walk the streets they call the cave. Harlem, the world's darkest city. The way people live is beyond a pity. Poverty, violence, hunger, and drugs. The hood is filled with pimps and thugs. But a dream inside a young man's brain surpass the power of poverty and pain. Life is hard, you better bet. But take a good look today. Keith Sweat from the streets of Harlem to a record of gold. And the best of times have yet to unfold. It takes a lot to overcome. So you give it all you got and then some. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Make the best of these times. Make the best of these times. Take a good look across the nation. We're all the same in a correlation. The lower class has become the mass, and life gets a joy out of kicking your solve one problem and it comes again. For every 20 you make, Uncle Sam takes 10. Try one time to be sensitive, and the lady takes more than your heart can give. More cash for money, a 5-year drought, and if that ain't enough to knock you out, got bill collectors ringing the phone, 8 months behind on a 4-year loan. But the day will come when you see some slack in. That's the day that you don't look back, cause a tick-tock time moves on, and it'll keep on ticking through the day you're gone. Existed in 41 and they'll be here for many years to come. Sometimes you feel like you hit rock bottom. Spirits are gone because the devil has got them. Well, you do what it takes to make the best. Life ain't nothing but a daily test to separate the weak man from the strong. And life is only so long. So don't choke on the common goal. To survive, get by, and save the soul. You gotta take a shot and move on. Rise above like the break of dawn. When you make the best of these times, so forget the rest. Never recognize the pain. There's so little to lose and a lot to gain. Make the best of these times. Make the best of these times. Make the best of these times. Make the best of these times.
Because I'm getting romantic, so when you see my eyes get big, I'm thinking of a scheme that we'll both dig. There's just one thing I won't admit, you know, I'm the next best thing to a chicken love. The only thing that's different with me is that I give you all your love for free. Now everybody listen up to what we have to say. We're the COSMIC DJs. Now everybody stomp your feet and start to clap your hands. This party just won't be complete until we shake your pants. the beat. Just grab a partner and move your feet. You can jump up and down and go insane. Got two can walk your sound when it beat a jaw wing. Everybody off the wall, show me your feet. Two beat moves, that's all you need. G-E-R-V-I-S, the man who played the funky to a request. I got a hip, hop, a snack, crack, a pop, and rhymes on my mind. I don't wanna stop. I'm 5'10", you see my friend, bow-legged as can be, with big thighs and dark brown eyes. You're like sugar, girl, I can hypnotize. Let's begin the front, let's rock in the back. I'm Earl the Pearl, and I got the knack. So you jump to the beat, and you just don't stop. Then you jump the jacks, and I flip-flop. Now toothless people, don't try to smile. People on crutches, don't run a mile. But if you got good feet, good eyes and ears, get off your rump and come and dance in here.
To the rhythm and don't stop. Just rock to the rhythm and don't stop. Just rock to the rhythm and don't stop. Just rock to the rhythm and don't stop. Rock to the rhythm and don't stop. Just rock to the rhythm and don't stop. Just rock to the rhythm and don't stop.
Oh, good God! I met this lady who turned me on, and when I finally got her all alone, I say, come a little baby and don't be shy. I got the good love that you can't deny, so touch my body and feel the fire. Ease my mind with a freaking desire. Yes, turn me on, and we can do it all night long.
Are you ready to go down? Are you ready to go down? Are you ready to go down? Are you ready to go down?
there's something inside of me. You might say, how could you so fast? Is the way you make me feel hard to understand. There is a way I can get you tonight. If you see the sun in my eyes, it should be a no surprise. It's the light of love inside of me. Now tell me, what do you see? And I wanna show you, girl. And I wanna know you right. When you kiss me, girl, you just don't know how you make me feel. Love I have inside, I wanna give it all to you, girl. And if you give me a chance, I just wanna be your man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stevie B.
Late at night when I'm all alone, I think of you and I'm feeling strong. Wishing you would look my way, let me be the one. My heart is aching for that special girl to come on in and let's share my world. Someone to love and someone to hold, let me be the one. I love you, I need you, girl, and I need you now. I'll get you looking at me somehow. The love I have is an open door, girl. Come on in, let's begin. I wanna be the one to give you your loving. I wanna be the one to kiss and hugging. I wanna be the one to dream of the night when we be the one. I love you, baby.
Okay, party people in the house.
Tell me why it always has to end. See, loving is over before it ever begins. It happens every time my heart gets in the way. Now you're on my mind, and I just can't find my way. the love we share. Don't go. Sometimes I think it's just not fair. I know pain I feel inside my heart. I wish I'd known it from the start that you would come and bring my heart. I can't hold back these tears in my eyes, feeling the pain inside because I'm dreaming of love, thinking of you, remembering times when we were shared. Dreaming of love, thinking of you, knowing someday you'll come back to my life.
I know you're gonna dig this.
And the night has come.
Now it's time to get some.
So you roll with the gold to soothe the soul.
And a shot that'll make your body numb.
To the club scene, you know what I mean? Addicted, I'm a nightlife fiend. And when I spot one lady at the end of the bar, oh DJ, rip that guitar. Yeah, this night is it.
Oh yeah.
One time only, let me hear it. Boom, baby. Damn, hello man, would you like to dance to this old jam? If you say no, then I'll walk away. But I hope to God to hear you say,
alright now, baby. Alright now. Alright now.
not affected by humiliation. Never let the word procrastination come along on this funky ride. Put that pride aside, boy, cause one girl never ever had it all. Get your back and your ass up off the wall. Fellas, it ain't nothing new. You know what you gotta do. You gotta hip hop and pop till you drop. Shop till you find a girl that don't cop that attitude. A good Saturday night, I'm in flight to a new height. Girl, if you're good to go, then let me know. This floor can show you's a freak show. It's up to you and we can do it my way. Just let me hear you sing.
Alright now, baby. Alright now. Alright now, baby. Alright now.
We're at a high point now, the beat's hitting hard. 20 fellas saying, oh my lord. How could one lady have so much, and every last one is afraid to touch? Intimidation dominates that scene, and I'm telling you, you gotta come clean. You paid $5 to the dog at the door, and being a rock ain't what you came here for. Go ask the girl if she'd be so kind as to go to the floor and blow your mind. But be sure to let her know that you've been known to get a little wild with the pelvic bone. Go up and down, make the cut, let the crowd see how you move your butt. This song is only to show you how to move when you hear it. Decade, it's been the same. You work all week and got no name. So when the weekend comes, go a mile a minute. If there's a club with bass, you better bet I'm in it. No time to waste, dancing in the mind. I don't care if that baby is one of a kind. I roll in the 90s like Kid and Play, and I've been going since the day of Jam Master Jay. Yeah, this night is it. Come on, DJ, let me hear it.
Oh yeah.
Easier said than done, but you do it. Anything you want tonight, you pursue it. If the lady says no, then you walk away. Move down the line till you hear what I'm saying.
Alright now, baby. Alright now. Alright now, baby. Alright now. Alright now. It's alright now. It's alright now, baby. Alright now.
and gentlemen, have you heard? The Dream Team's back, so spread the word. Well, hit me on the one and don't delay, cause the Dream Team is here, gonna make your day. We came here to kill, and this is our deal. The music don't give it, and the fly looks real. We gotta get what we got, even get a surprise. And what you need, you can jive alive. So without hesitation, you'll see what we're about. L.A. Dream Team is in the house.
The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here.
Well, I'm over your radio once again. Rudy Pardee, I'm your best friend. Let's take it to the stage and feel better by the pound. My name is Pardee and I'm gonna throw down. In case you don't know who I be, I go by the name of a snake book. I touch bases to the fact that I'm proud to be back to the best that I can with my fly girl back. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, take this back into your world. Manipulate the situation with steady concentration, then you know what we're talking about. But nevertheless, you got the best. L.A. Dream Team is in the house.
The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here, oh yes, they're here. The Dream Team is here.
Each week my feet will sure to make me rock. With Rudy Pardee and Snake Puppy, our rise will never stop. Fly girls, fly guys in the whole damn crowd with a simple scream and shout. We want you all to know that the Dream Team's in the house.
Before we go, it's for those of you who did and did not know, the Dream Team is here. Yes, once again, we're about to make noise. The party is full of fine young ladies. Let me hear you shout and sing.
Dream Team is in the house.
The fresh young guys, let me hear you shout and sing.
Dream Team is in the house.
Now guys and girls, let me hear you shout and sing.
Dream Team is in the house.
can. Girl, I'm sure you can. Matter of fact, I know you can. It's a round trip ticket ding-a-ling-ling. Engine 69, headed down the party line. And if that thing go off the track, then And you know that body show the light, so don't miss that train, baby. So don't miss that train. Like I said, pimpin' that thing. Come on, ride that thing, baby.
Here come that train.
So don't miss, baby.
Here come that train.
Better get your ticket, baby.
Here come that train.
And don't forget the same.
Here come that train.
Here come that fun train. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, don't miss that train. It's 6-9, it's party time. Oh yeah, we got them chicks wine. We got that Perry on too, and much other, and long spicy sausages. Throw back that gin and juice that way by the railroad track. So ladies, bring your friends, and please make sure they fine. And hurry up, 'cause I hate to see this engine 69. I know you can. Matter of fact, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you know you can. Get around, just ticket the ding-a-ling-lang. Engine,